In today's contemporary society, I guess people often wonder, why does one choose to go into the military? As the war in Iraq and Afghanistan becomes more and more unpopular, it'll become increasingly difficult to understand why young people choose to wear the uniform of the United States, participate in an endeavor that is not popular among their neighbors and friends and family.
You know that sooner or later you're going to end up in Iraq or Afghanistan.
I was deployed to Kuwait.
One of my best experiences over there, I was actually baptized again in the Tigris River.
I always have something to fall back on, and they're always there for me.
The soldiers in the military sacrifice a great deal.
The pride that we have in service is really why we do what we do.
They believe in the country, and I think they believe in what we're doing.
I joined the service for several reasons.
In 1999, my oldest son, Bill, graduated from Boston College, and the day before graduation, he invited me to go to a commissioning aboard the USS Constitution.
Several reasons I joined the service. For one, a close friend of mine was like a brother to me. He asked me to join right out of high school, and I said, yeah, I'll do it.
And I sat next to the Navy recruiter, and I elbowed him and just said, by the way, what's the age limit of doctors in the military? And he said, 68. I said, well, I'm still in my 50s.
I joined the Marine Corps for a challenge, to see the world and experience something else other than college.
We were very structured at home, my dad and my brothers, so you kind of were raised in that environment, and you just knew that very few organizations or companies in the real world kind of offer that discipline.
I joined the Connecticut National Guard when I was 47 in 2001.
I joined several days after September 11th.
I always knew that I would go into some sort of service-oriented profession.
I'd always wanted to give something back.
Being patriotic, I wanted to do something for my country and felt that this was a good opportunity to do that.
Just being part of something big really got me into it.
I wanted my children and my family to grow up in a free country just as I have.
When I was 25, I volunteered and wanted the Marines and wanted the infantry.
One who chooses to go into the military has to be prepared for extended tours abroad, separation from family, and frankly, a rather Spartan life existence.
What does being in the military mean to me? I think it means...
Oh, it means many, many things.
Well, when I went into the military, I wasn't really sure what it meant.
Making a difference, definitely something to be proud of.
It's almost like being in school, being in a team, and part of a family.
It's a bond that, unless you've been there, it's kind of hard to explain.
Being in the military means so much to me. It gives me a sense of pride, a sense of being the determination of the person that I am today.
Who I am today is because of what I did in the Marine Corps.
It means being part of something that's bigger than yourself.
I think above and beyond all else, it's an opportunity to serve.
When one looks at military service, it really is a higher calling. No other profession gives a young person, 18, 19, 21 years old, literally the lives of those he's in charge of to take care of.
It's the little ribbon that's on the back of everybody's cars, or hopefully out of everybody's car. It says, support our troops.
There's some great men and women that serve.
The people that joined and the people that were soldiers that I worked with were amazing people. It was an honor to take care of them as a physician and to work side by side with them.
You see a lot of bad things about the military on the news.
People always bring up the negative aspects of the war.
What I think that the public should know is that myself, along with every other vet who has served, all did the very courageous and honorable thing by raising their right hand and volunteering.
What's really critical is to provide that moral support.
With or without people's support out there, doesn't matter, we're here for them.
First, let me say to the World Affairs Council, thank you. Thank you for honoring people with an Luminary Award, and I understand this is the 4th year. I think that's very special, and a lot of appreciation goes to you and to the organization for recognizing that there are some wonderful people in this world who need some great recognition, and you're doing it. I also want to say to all of our veterans that you really do have a great support system here in the state of Connecticut. And to the vets from Afghanistan and from Iraq, I have to tell you right now, more than at any other time in the state's history, we are watching and honoring you. As someone who's been very involved with our deployments, every time we have a departure from our National Guard, for example, I try to be there. I'm there when the homecomings take place. I have to tell you, I like the homecomings a lot better than the departures. But the fact is that we all appreciate the job that you do for us as a nation. And I want you to know, whether you are full-time military, part-time military, National Guard, whatever it happens to be, that our faith, our trust, and our belief in you never wavers. Your courage, your determination, and all that you do to keep our country what we know it as is really just marvelous. Keep up that good work. Know that we honor you and respect you, and we wish you all the very best.
Would I recommend this service to any person? Absolutely.
For those of you that have served, thank you for paving the way.
I think we should honor all those vets.
Whenever someone comes up and says hello and thank you and shakes our hand,
You know, those people that come up to you and thank you, that means a lot.
it's really heartwarming. It makes it like seem all worth it.
Every time we hear of a death, we have to take it to heart.
Because they've been through a lot for this country.
So I just say thank you.
We entrust to these young officers our most valuable treasures, our sons or daughters or mothers or fathers, uncles, brothers, and sisters, that they will be able to serve proudly and come home safely.